Greetings commanders and welcome back to another Warpath video. My name is Eagle and in this video we are going to be highlighting Grand Showdown. Now Grand Showdown is a periodic 7-day event that happens once in a while and you'll be able to gain from it a lot of officer statues for Blood Mary and other officers. This specific event over here is a very cool event, but in order to win it you either have to be a whale or to know exactly how the event works so that you can work your way around it and gain more points than others. And this is exactly what this video is all about. This video is that we're going to give you some tips about how to get the most out of this event without having to spend a lot of money, with only preparations and right timing. If you're a free-to-play player or you're a medium spender who would like to get a chance to win this event and get in the top rankings, as you can see right now, we are ranked 2nd, and I believe we will finish this event at rank 1st because we have still a massive push to do. If you want to know exactly how to do that, then make sure to stick around and watch this video till end and know all these tips. Now, if you do like these videos that we've been posting lately, please consider liking the video down there, maybe subscribing to the channel. That helps out a lot. Thank you so much, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to do is to actually break down the event. Now the event is actually consistent of 7 days. Each days you have to do a specific activity to gain points, and based on these points you will be able to progress through the event and basically through the ranking. Now there are daily rewards and there are overall rewards for the ranking. The daily rewards are actually not bad at all, especially if you rank in the top 3. You'll be able, for example, to get 5 Blood Mary statues in addition to all these goodies over here if you rank top 1. And this is exactly what I want to get you to. You want to rank top 1 in every single day, because if you do that for 7 consecutive days, then basically you have 35 Blood Mary like statues, and that will also allow you to gain an additional 40 of those. So that's a total of 75, and adding to that, of course, if your like whole kind of server wins or whatever, then you'll be able to also gain these 2 statues over here. So that's a lot of Blood Mary statues, and definitely worth it if you do the following tips. So as you can see, these are the 7 days for the event. I'm not going to actually go through them because you can easily check them from today's theme. You will know exactly how to gain points for each day, but I'm going to give you tips for each day so that you would know exactly how to gain more points in these days. Now to start off, basically the first day is resource collection, and I have 3 tips for you when it comes to resource collection. So the first tip is to activate resource buffs. As we know, there have been addition to like a couple of patches ago, buffs have been added, and there are resource collection buffs that you can do, which will help you basically collect faster or collect resources faster. So these buffs are very useful when it comes to the first day. The second tip is I would advise you to collect in Alliance territory. That will give you 25% more collection speed, and it will help you out a lot in gathering more resources in shorter amounts of time. And the last one is basically to collect in collection sites, in Alliance collection sites. And the reason why those are pretty good is that you can start 1 day before and then return your collection convoy right at the start of the first day of the Grand Showdown, and this will allow you to basically gain all these points from collection just because you returned it at the last second. The resources collection doesn't count throughout when you are actively collecting, rather than when your collection convoy actually returns to the base. So which means that you can start the day before collecting, and then once this event starts, you'll be able to gain all these points right off the bat. And this helps you out a lot throughout the first day. So these 3 tips you definitely need to follow, and these will guarantee you will get basically a high amount of resources and points in the first day. Of course, the second day is about building upgrades. So basically it increases, if you increase or you use speed ups to get materials for building upgrades, or you gain points or power by building upgrades, basically this will give you points. This one over here, not really many chips over here. Same goes for the scientific breakthrough, which will give you basically points for speeding up research and doing research by itself, like increasing power through research. The fourth day is for recruitment, basically using universal camps and using as well the like kind of tokens that you get from the supplies over here. So if you go over here, these like pieces, 5-star, 4-star pieces, these are important. Now It's very important to mention that in the last day, these are not present. So if you have any of these, you have to spend them in the 4th day so that you can gain points for them. In terms of the 5th day, you have base construction, which means that you can increase your either tech power or building power. So if you have any like kind of tech power or building power, which you can't actually use over here, then definitely you can use it over here. But I would wait on day 5. And the reason why I would wait on day 5 is that because sometimes you have spent a lot of resources and you don't have many resources. So I would wait for the last day, and we'll give you a tip about that in just a bit. And we have, of course, day 6, which is full speed ahead. Now, this is a very crucial day, and the tip over here is to use the following strategy. So you need to speed up your researches so that they would finish at day 7, so like 1 day left at each speed up. But this way you will be able to actually gain points on day 6 because you sped up basically your tech, and basically you can also speed up your materials construction or building materials, which will also help you out to gain more points at day 7. So day 6 is kind of preparation for day 7 for the big push that you're going to be doing on day 7, and this is basically the best way to do it. So you speed up everything on day 6, make sure that they finish on day 7 in terms of research, and in terms of construction, you basically what you need to do is to get as many material done in day 6 so that you can also like do a couple of buildings development in day 7. Now, day 7 is probably one of the most important ones because day 7 is basically the final push that you need to be doing. So as you can see right now, I'm a little bit behind on points, but I'm holding back till the last hours of the event, or actually the last half hour of the event, because at that specific time I'll be doing a massive push and push like my points about 7 or 8 million points, which will then guarantee me the first place. Hopefully that the guy doesn't always push that as well, so that I will also gain the first place. But at least this one over here, I guarantee 2nd place. So hey, 2nd place is also not bad, but I do want to get the 1st place because it just like is a massive difference. There's like 20 statues difference, and I've been preparing for this event for a while, so I have a lot of things to do for left to do to actually make me push these points. Now, there's one more thing to mention over here is that the universal coupons give you half the amount of points when you actually spend them at day 4, which is basically using them, or like the day 4 rather than day 7. So it's worth mentioning that if you have universal coupons, unless you really want the last push to be at the last day, then I would recommend using them at day 4. So for me, example, I want to do the last push literally at the last half hour. So I have about 400 coupons, which will guarantee me about 4 to 5 million points for this event, which is kind of pretty cool amount. And then I have like some building and research power as well increase, which will also help me out a lot. Now, overall, you can increase your points gain by doing research, which is city honors section. So if you go to your research section over here, or your research center, and then go to city honors, this is basically the place where you can increase your amount of points you gain, or the percentage of points that you gain from this event. So technically, if we take a look over here, so this one, for example, increases the overall points you gain from this event by 100%, which is like a pretty solid like amount and definitely needed in this specific scenario. I would definitely recommend participating in this event when you have city honors at a high level, and the reason for that is many like whales and players, they don't have to actually do exactly what you do. They can do half what you're doing but gain the same amount of points just because they have higher city honors levels. I have some couple more generic tips for the whole event, or for the event as a whole. So the first one that I would like to give you is that you need tons of resources and tons of speed ups. So if you aren't really planning to gather, or you don't have enough resources, or you have enough speed ups but you don't have enough resources, then I would definitely recommend not going for this event, is because you need a really mix of both, like a lot of both. So make sure that you have a lot of speed ups saved up and a lot of resources collected as well, so that you can actually do multiple pushes throughout the event and be able to compete at a high level. For the last tip, basically, always make sure that you are doing jurisdiction while you are actually playing this event, and that will actually collect me a lot of gold. Like I can gain about 40 to 50k gold just by doing this event across 7 days and jurisdiction, and doing my upgrades and separate times of the day, so that I would gain the maximum value out of it. I would definitely recommend this for free-to-play players or even medium to low spenders, because that is definitely a massive source of gold. And that was about all the tips for this event. I hope you guys did like this video. If you have some extra tips that you would like to share with the community, please make sure to leave that in the comments below. And if you did like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll definitely see you on the next video. Bye bye.